Hello, my sexy muffins, and sorry for my little warm up. I hope that you all are having a good time. And if you are, great, great. If you're not, I'm sorry, muffin. Have a virtual muffin to feel better. AKA, I phased it a visible muffin through the computer or something, whatever. I don't know. Don't question me. Anyways, so we are doing 2P Russia as a Yandere, and I got his notes. Hopefully this goes smoother than the 2P Italy one I just recorded, okay? And yes, now I can pull up my notes. So we're doing 2P Russia, which, he is very attractive. I like very much. Anyways, let's do this. I'm sorry, I wiped my face when I said that. Okay. Disclaimer, this is not how people from Russia are or act. The characters in the show and the fanfics of the show do not say how people are of those countries are. Do not say how the people are of basically the personifications in the show and fanfictions are not how people from the countries that are represented in the show act. Blech. This is just for fun and not to be taken seriously out. 2P Russia is not Yandere in canon, though he is not really a good person either. Again, this is just for fun, not to be taken seriously. Fictional characters and fictional yanderes are fine to simp for, as long as you separate fiction from reality. Yanderes and anyone who is actually like 2P Russia personality-wise is not people you should want to be with in real life, as they are not ideal partners. Now let's do this! He is a very cold-hearted and hateful individual, and contra. He does not love anyone or anything. It did not change when he met you. Or did it? Did it? You just made him more possessive and obsessive about you. You just made him more possessive and obsessive about you. I read that wrong. Obsessive about one thing, and that one thing is you. There we go. He at first hated how you made him feel. How dare a little human like you make him feel like all warm and like he's going soft. How dare you! He disliked you greatly, but you were still his. He would not admit that he cared for you. He is almost like a villain in a fairy tale, like really grim fairy tales, like before they were animated in Disney, such stuff like that. You would be very much locked away in his home as his prize. You are forced to spend time with him, and this angry, tall, cold man. You will learn things about him, trust me. As he has a drinking problem. If he does not drink enough, he is angrier, and if he does drink enough, he is lulled into passing out. What you also learned is that when he is drunk enough, he shows more of how he really feels. Pulling you closer and smelling your scent in his sleep, mumbling how soft and sweet you are. Even daring to mutter in his sleep that he loves you. Yep, he does love you, but it is in a twisted and dangerous type of way. You walk a thin line between his anger and his grace. Slowly, he will open up to you even outside of sleep. But the more he shows, the more unstable, paranoid, and obsessive his Yandere side becomes. He becomes so obsessed that he would demand you be in his line of sight at all times, even when you sleep, bathe, and use the bathroom. Paranoid in that case of paranoia, he thinks that you are talking or thinking about someone else. AKA you're talking to someone else, or you're thinking about someone else. That you are plotting to escape, which honestly you could be in Muffin. I would not blame you that you're planning to escape to leave him and he cannot stand the thought. And unstable where he is picking verbal fights with you and his boss, in which he is becoming more and more unhinged. Finally, at his snapping point, he will become so unstable and confess to you in this state. He is unstable, so the best thing is to confirm that, even if it is a lie, that you love him in return. If you do not, okay, it's first, sorry, I skipped a line. If you do that, you will make love there on the nearest flat surface. Just hope you're not outside when it is snowy, because you're in Russia. That would be fucking cold. Ugh! If you turn him down, there is 2 ways he will react. Begin to choke you and force you to love him. Okay, not good. Or threaten anyone and everything you love, even a third world war, just to make you his and his alone. It is manipulation beyond belief, and lives of millions are decided by you. Love. Hey, come here. Don't bark. Love and okay, where were we? It's manipulation. Okay, love and insane superpower, like to be Russia, or let millions, maybe even billions of people die at least. In the end, you are put into a situation you are forced to say yes, and you know you are now a prisoner of him. Now, to move on to a slightly better note, he calls you Sweet Moonflower, as he loves it when you are bathed in moonlight. He finds you the most stunning in moonlight. Okay, other than that really sweet ending, it was kind of really toxic. Yes, this is not ideal relationship stuff, and you should never want someone like this. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed, and if you want to see more Hetalia characters, I do have a Germany jealousy one, a Belarus one that is in the works. Like, I'm working on research for it, for Hetalia characters. And yeah, I hope that you all enjoyed, and stay sexy, all my sexy muffins. Bye-bye!